Hello everyone, welcome back to Starmade. Excuse the piano in the background, but someone's just playing that right now. Anyways, I finished the hangar, as you can see, and the elevator. A little bit of decoration here and there, nothing too crazy. My blue I thought was decent. Just the addition there, you can see the big gate. Opens up, and I'll give you a little tour of the inside. So I've got these bar lights that are kind of like runway lights, as well as the reason I use bars is because if you put them in the floor, it gives you a lot less actual light. Like these ones, as you can see, they only go like up to here-ish, or these ones are going like all the way up to that part. So it gives so both like a runway light feel as well as more light. And I've got the elevator, of course, so sends you up, comes down, easy as that. Same up top. Put a transporter here, and then I'll show you what I did up there. You know what, I might as well transport down to the docks, which is, no, sorry, not docks, whoops. Wait for that to cancel. The hangar 1. Because I am planning on adding new ones later. Anyways, yeah, it takes you out down here. Very big looking from the inside, which is awesome. It gives you like a real sense of scale here. This feels pretty big. Anyways, I'll take the elevator up and show you the upstairs. And then this episode I'm going to be working on my little shuttle. Probably do the whole shuttle this episode. And then next episode will be the fighters I'm building. So I can ride the elevator up top. So you can see it does take a little while, even though this is at max possible speed. I think it's max possible speed anyways. Then you got the little door, leads into the hallway. And here, I have added rails for docking. So this is where the red ship is now. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. Oh, I've opened the wrong door. The airlock is confusing me. There we go. Same on that side. That just goes into nowhere because there's nothing docked right now. This is a transporter. This is the one I was going to go to docks, and then I realized I should probably go to the bottom. There you got the ramp that I built last time up into this part and to the top floor. So yeah, it's nice. You can see this out the window now, the bottom of this one, and the big one. Big deal here is that the big ship, I guess I could jump down onto this, even in gravity, is docked out here. This feels awesome to just walk on top of this in gravity and look at this. So that looks over there. That freed up the shipyard for where I'm going to be building my shuttle. So yeah, that looks awesome. I really wish... I hope at some point in the future they add sprinting to this game, because as of now, going anywhere in a station without a build block is super slow and boring and not really that viable. So it's always transporters I have to use, because you can't really sprint. The elevators are kind of slow. It's not a great experience. But anyways, I'm going to enter the build block because I need to double check. What are the parameters to this? So I can go up to 1, 2, 3, 4... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 blocks wide on my shuttle. And I think I have an idea on how I'm going to make that kind of. I've decided, as you can see, this, with the exception of this ship, which was a different color scheme than I've been using for the rest of them, I decided to color code my ships. So these two are minors. This one, in reality, should be gray and blue. So gray and blue will be my miners, combat ships will be dark gray and red, and other ships will be dark gray and yellow, things that are not meant for combat or mining really, which will be like my shuttle, or maybe a cargo vessel or something. Those will be yellow. So that's the plan. So I'm going to go up to the... Oh, I was so confused. I was looking at these, not the names. I want to go to shipyard. I was looking at, why is there just 3 station ones? Where was my shipyard? I was scared it got busted for a second. So, I want to move the shipyard anchor here, but I think it's also fine where it is just for building the shuttle. So for now, I'm going to leave it, and I'm going to go place order, create new design. What should my shuttle be called? I want to call it something like... Are all my ships... Alright, I'll just call it the, I don't know. I actually couldn't tell you. Why don't... Can I change the name later? I think I can change the name later, right? Well, we'll start with like Shuttlecraft. That's like such a boring name. Oh my god, I can't think of a name right now. The Shuttler. I really can't think. It's gonna be like a single person to two, maybe like 3 people transport. So, it's like a. I could not tell you. We'll just start with like shuttle. Low carry shuttle or something like that. I'll just call it light shuttle for now, and if I can change the name later, great. If I can't, light shuttle I'll have to live with. Edit design. Okay, so this is the light shuttle design. I'm really liking how the station is coming together. It's sort of got this sort of like connected look now. I'm not a fan of where I put the universal docks on this one, to be honest. It looked better in the shipyard because now it's docked at the back and all that sticks out front. I wish I had put them somewhere like there to make it more middling, but I guess I have to live with it now. Now this one won't even have universal docking, so what I need is dark gray standard, yellow standard, because yellow is going to be my transports and everything. And we'll start with that. I'm going to do some cool logic on this, I think, which I'm excited for. Start with some symmetry. So this is going to be... I want to sort of do like this whole ship core chair thing like that. Whoops, that is not the right way. Alright, yeah. So, and then I'm going to need glass actually because I'm going to want glass. We'll do that. Maybe we could do maybe something like that. Is this... Oh yeah, this will be long enough. So I can go up to 11 wide with this, so I have to be aware of that. I'll do that. Because I don't want to make this completely like flat bottom. Sucks to have like 2 layers of hull there, but hey, extra protection, I guess, extra layer of defense. I want to go up probably 1 more with the glass. To be honest, I might move this all up by 1. Because I just want more space in front of the actual bridge chair thing. And to be honest, I'll make this one wider actually because when I'm looking at it, looks like there won't be a lot of space to walk around in here. Now, I know this is a single player world, but I do want to design this like it was actually in a multiplayer setting. So my plan is to add some like chairs in the back, like for up to maybe 5 people. Just so that it actually looks like it's a transport ship for several people, not just me, which is what it is. Unfortunately, there's not a lot of multiplayer in this game currently. They haven't updated it for a long time, so sort of multiplayer scene is kind of slowed down. I kind of like how this is starting to look. do this. Actually, that might have to be... Nope. So I want a wedge here. Delete that corner. Actually, wedge will work there. Yeah, okay. I think that's enough glass. And I can sort of change it into this. Alright, so a little bit of a cockpit there. Thinking I'm only going to widen it. I'm going to go here, widen it by like 1. How do I, there we go. Whoops, Jesus, not the yellow yet. That was very bright. No, that's going to be there. That is going to go like the regular wedges. So I could make the bridge itself, like the cockpit, have it more of a stepping case, staircase? Stepping case, of course, yes. And then have this be like the actual room where the people would sit besides the pilot. I need to turn on light mode really quick. Yeah, this turned out kind of short, actually. But maybe that's fine because it's just the bridge. And the back of the ship will have more room to look around and walk around. And I'm hoping to do better interior design on this one, as well as exterior. Because the other ships I've been trying to work on my exterior design. Here I want the inside to look just as cool, if not cooler. And then of course I gotta add my yellow at some point, but... How wide are we right now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I could go 1 block wider on each side. I gotta add my yellow at some point, so I'm thinking... Could do something like this. That's as wide as it gets, actually. Maybe even move that up further, like up to there. Whoops, that was placed wrong. Yeah, I kind of like that. Have the gap in between. Maybe, oh, you know, it could look interesting. Oh, but then it causes that problem, which always happens, and it's annoying. Though I do kind of like it anyways. Anyways, want some chairs. What kind of blocks are in the creative menu here? Because there's some cool design looking blocks that I could use. Like, what is a grate? And how does it... Is there any other... Oh. Oh. I like this so far. How would I... I have an idea. Okay. This is a sort of design concept here. I'm gonna need lights. Of course. No, I don't want the beacon. I want just white light for now. Great corner, great wedge. That could be an interesting looking chair. And I would have to add something that sort of makes it more chair-like, but I like that design so far. And then I could just... I can kind of go longer, a lot longer than wider here. So I could copy this design. And if I make 4 chairs on the outside, then that's probably good. Or 4 chairs on the inside, my bad. Like, on the outside of the bridge is what I was trying to say. If I make 4 chairs on the outside of the bridge, then that could be cool. And then... What did I do here? Oh, the symmetry makes these odd. I need to turn off symmetry when I place these. And then I have to figure out how to make them, because I am going to have to create them in order to, like, have this ship work. Where does this go? Like that. I just got to find the other one. I've scrolled past it so many times, I guarantee you. Unless I got it. Oh, there we go. Alright, turn symmetry back on now. When you're doing like complex building, you end up having to shut off symmetry often, I've noticed. Which is potentially why some of my builds aren't that great, because I love symmetry. And it's my favorite building tool. So that's probably what causes a lot of my builds to be not as good as they could, I think. This is unfortunate, because I want to sort of angle that, but the outside is not going to allow me, so I think I just have to leave it like that. Lights. I can do a light here, and maybe just... Oh, you know what? I could just do lights down the middle, hey? Because that would probably... Yeah, that lightens the room quite well, actually. Now I don't think I need light mode on. Now, I want to do cool logic doors, which is hard to pull off on smaller ships like this, but I think I could do it. So I would have to... Let's just go back like this a bit, because this is going to be docked to the hangar, right? Like it's going to sit inside, which means I don't need universal docking. In fact, okay, I'll add a couple more lights down the middle. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Light, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll do that. Alright, fill this in for now. Again, I'm just building dark gray until I get more... like until I've gotten closer to the final design. So I think something like this being a sliding door back here would be awesome. And I would just have to figure out how exactly to make that work while being somewhat like somewhat concealed. And then that would be sort of the back of the transport itself. In fact, I could probably move that up, because what do I do? That's probably good. I should go over here to do this. I don't know why I'm trying to do that from inside. Yeah, okay, I think that could be an awesome sliding door. I just have to integrate it. Let's take the yellow, and we're gonna put this back in. Okay, why can't I? There we go. Because if the door slides, then the yellow might get in the way, so. Now the bottom is obviously looking very bland right now. I'll probably... Is there any yellow, like, crystal-y coloring? Like the ones I have in that ship with the ice crystals at the back? I'm curious if there's anything similar to that, but yellow. I'm sure there must be. Hattel crystal. That is very yellow. Fortunately, actually, that is kind of the yellow. That is quite similar to that yellow, even though it's supposed to be orange, I think. So I could probably add some design there. I might do a little something like this. Whoops, that is not correct. Another problem with the sliding door, I think what I want to do is I want to make this sort of rotate down into a ramp, because that would be really cool. And it would also, I think, require less rails and make a ramp onto the ship So that would be awesome, I think. So maybe I can bring this yellow back out then. Just do that. And anyways, what I was going to do is make this, and the best part about that is that I can go down here, because if this is 3 blocks tall and I turn it into a ramp, it would probably go about 2 blocks down. So I could sort of make the bottom here a little more interesting, give it a little more shape. And then that also leaves room for putting like the crystals in the bottom here, because otherwise they would pop up in the floor of the actual thing, which maybe wouldn't be the worst thing, but still not the most ideal. So for now, let's just fill this with hull, and we can add some yellow crystals to the bottom. Just probably a long line of them would be nice looking. Yeah, that looks not too bad actually. And then I really have to figure out the logic on these doors, because it does determine whether I do them at all, if it's way too complex. Rotating is, just having rotations involved in this is going to make it a significant amount harder. So if I were to do a sliding rail, I need to, no, I don't know if I want to turn on symmetry yet, because it's still going to have to be opposite, I think. And in that case, I'd have the door dock here on the inside. For example, I could have it dock to this rail, and then it would go out by 1, maybe even just there, and slide. But the problem with that is this would block part of the door, I think. Unless, oh wait, no it wouldn't. I could totally do this. And they would have to go 3 in that direction, I think. So, so let's say this is the docker, and then the ship core is back right there. And that block, it would go, the docker would push out to here by 1, which would in turn push this wall out, because there would be nothing here, so that shouldn't be blocked, because this would slide one direction to look like that, and then slide sideways, right? I think that would work. I think the plan is to set up the rails, design the rest of the ship, and then do the logic, figure the majority of the logic outside of the blueprint. Fortunately, it would make it harder to replicate the ship on several occasions, but it would also just make my job way easier. So, I think that might be the plan. And then I want to add some decorative stuff, of course. For now, let's finish the hull. I have an idea for the engines I wanted to use. And that would require, for now, let's do this. Sort of get our yellow design up and running. Of course, one of these will have to be taken by a rail docker, because it needs to be able to actually dock to the station. That could probably be like right there. And I could go around it. I can turn symmetry on now. Now I think about it. I could do this. And maybe make that about equal. That's proper, right? Yeah. Okay, now I want to sort of get to the engines, and unfortunately this needs to probably be a bit bigger, because otherwise I'm going to run into a lot of issues with the amount of power and stuff. Like, I need power. I want some shields. I don't think I need to include any weapons in this. I'm actually not that worried about weaponry. I'm more worried about just having this thing be relatively quick, have some shields, so it's not meant for combat, it's meant to just leave. Get out of whatever situation it's gotten itself into. So why don't really need these grates anymore. Lights, don't need it either, because this is all I need. Actually, you know what? I should put a light. Actually, I don't know about the floor. Let's do them like that. Okay, that's good. So the bridge is a little cramped, but that's fine. It's really not meant for much. It's just meant to fly. I could do a couple computers just for decoration purposes. Oh, I like these consoles. I should use orange consoles, though, because the ship's design. Can you do corners? Oh, you can. Oh, that's awesome. I need a corner like this. Wow, okay. Symmetry is not friendly to that, unfortunately. Okay. So that makes it somewhat like a actual, or maybe that should be here in front of the actual captain's chair. I don't know about that close, but that close would also allow it to like be walked around. Speaking of that, I should probably do like that. Put some glass there for aesthetic's sake. I have symmetry off again, I've just realized. I keep shutting it off to do certain things and then I need to turn it back on. But yeah, you could stand up here, you could sit in the captain's chair, or you could sit in the transport chairs. I also want to add maybe some consoles in front of these chairs. Or maybe just a couple console, like a little console station. What if I got rid of these, right? And then I did one, I need to make rates back, I guess. One, like, I can get rid of these, I suppose. One other chair here. So those are just transport chairs, and this is like another person working on, actually, the ship itself. I want to move that up by one. I could do the classic Starmade chair design. That's not the classic chair design. The classic chair design looks like... Where is it? Where is it? That? Is that it? Yeah, kinda. And then just my symmetrical corner grates. Can never... We're deleting that one, and we're... Wait, no, it's not supposed to be like... Is it supposed to be like that? Why don't I just... Oops. Yeah, they look like, that is what it's supposed to be. So confusing to try to figure these out. They are... There we go. Alright, and then I would add some sort of consoles in front for this person who's like the co-pilot or something. Maybe these ones should sit in front a bit because I can do that without causing issue. Okay. Do you want to make a bit of yellow inside here? Because this does look quite boring if I do say so myself. And I do because I built it. Should I make the chairs yellow? I don't know. Maybe. Yeah, it doesn't look too bad. I'll make this one yellow as well then. Which is going to be a pain because it took me forever to build in the first place, actually. Okay, well. There we go. And yeah, and that's kind of what the logic's going to look like. There's going to be a ship core and a rail dock there, unfortunately. Which, wait a second, I don't need to do that. I could totally build them so that they are completely concealed. Which would be awesome. Because I could build them back here, right? Where's my rails? I could build them back here. And... oh, that does work. Symmetry does work like that. Okay. And then just have them be unconnected to this part and slide out. That would be awesome. Okay. I don't need to fill that in this time because that's not walking area and it gives me more area for power and etc. So, in fact, all of this can be opened up. And I can do that so that this is just a regular back area of the ship. Maybe I'll add like some yellow or something to at least give it some style points. Make it look better than nothing. And then I could do another bit of yellow here. And I'll go to that point. And then I'm going to design the engines right away. Fill in the interior. And then I'll gather all the parts I need, put it together, and I'll show you guys the final product, and then build the doors. Because I have been recording for a while. And I could sort of do this. Bring it in. Have that be the bell nozzle, which would honestly not look too bad, but then there's causes a problem because this looks a bit awkward. But I can fix that problem by building this one up properly. And just delete this and get another hepta. I kind of like that. And then I just need my interior wedges here so that it doesn't look too stupid. And I would fill it with these because it's a yellow design, so I want to use yellow for the engine instead of the typical color. Alright. I might actually shrink this down from the sides here. I think it would look better like that. Obviously get rid of this. Actually, I'll just let that be a bit thicker on the bottom. Yeah, I think that looks better instead of sticking out to the yellow. And that means I could do this, and that actually looks like part of a bell nozzle engine on a rocket if you know what those look like. They have like different pipes everywhere connecting different parts of them, which, I mean, obviously serves a purpose. These don't, but doesn't matter if they don't serve a purpose. I could also delete all this. Nope, not that part. All these interior bits. Nope, not that part either. Okay. Alright, now for the actual stuff I need. So, I don't know, if it's just literally for flying and powering the shields, probably don't need more power than like that. And then, efficiency is a bit low. Apparently, that actually should do. And then, alright. So, it's a decently sized reactor. I need shields from now, and then thrusters, and that's basically all the function this ship needs, because it just needs to fly around. So, it's just for getting places quick. Shields, that would give me 14, 19 of those. I could do 21. And then, do I need this spot to be free? No, I could put the ship core here. And then it would just stick out to there, so I could actually kind of flatten this. I do have to be able to dock this, of course, so I'll have to break some stuff to actually make that happen. And then I need to actually figure out the logic for the rails. which shouldn't be hard, actually. I just need to understand how to switch them around, and then I need an internal logic thing that I can use from the cockpit, or even just a button that would activate them. I think it should be a cockpit thing, like I land the ship, hit the doors, and then get out. It's a very basic design. I'm looking at it now, but I kind of like it's just sleek, simple. I'm confused here a little bit. Do I need to stabilize this for more power? Oh, I'm stupid. This is the recharge. Oh my god, this is the consumption. So, what does my thrust take? Consumption. That doesn't tell me anything. But that's fine if it doesn't tell me anything, because I'm sure it won't use 1,150 per second to thrust this thing forward, which, by the way, I need to actually have thrusters to do. So I should probably put those in. It's very cramped back here, unfortunately. All I have to do is be able to dock to that, so I should be fine. I should use this space for thrusters, actually, just to sort of reduce the amount of crampedness that is in this area. So, how much thrust does that give me? Oh, here we go. These use 650 per second. Why don't I fill in that? That should be probably enough to keep this thing moving. Does it tell me? Max speed 0. What? Are you talking about? Thrust to match ratio. Okay, it's 5, so I'm pretty sure that's the literal max that I need to power this thing forward as fast as possible, basically. So, and that keeps me under consumption by 50 power. No, 150 power. So, that's acceptable. Should I put a light in here just for fun? Maybe. Keep this sort of lit, because this is what was lighting the back there for a bit until I fixed it. I could do some yellow here because it does look very bland on the inside. I think I should do this, sort of connect everything. There we go. That looks cool, I think. Now it's all sort of one thing, and then I'm actually put these back to gray because I don't want them to be yellow for now. And keeping with tradition, I'm going to make this chair yellow. Alright, this looks not too bad. I should do that. What if I did this just to make it look like it was actually going back there? Yeah, I like that. Like, it makes it look like it's actually connected to something back there, like a wire or something. And then, yeah, I think that looks good for outside. Now I gotta figure out the logic. I think this is actually gonna be like properly put together in the next episode because this is a very long recording. Basically, I need a ship. No, I need. Can I just look up logic? No. Oh wait, logic. Multi-slot button. Okay. Well, we will put that there. I guess I should put a faction module on board. Maybe even like a storage. Just because if it is transporting stuff, if it's a transport ship, I imagine a little bit of cargo space would not go unappreciated. I'll add like that's probably plenty of cargo space. Okay. Now the logic of this, actually that's probably plenty even. What does that give this capacity wise? Oh, I can't open it. But there's 5, 10, it should be like 1.1k or something. That's plenty for a ship of this size. Now, last thing, Okay, logic. I have a button, activation wireless, inner ship remote. That's the one part I need for activating this from within the cockpit. Okay, we're gonna restart. Inner ship remotes. This one connects to button 1, and button 2, and button 3. This one, button 1, button 2, button 3. So neither of these are connected. Button 1 goes 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. That happens for the same on this side. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. This button. This rail. No, I did this wrong. So wait, sorry. Oh god, what I've hit X and I've reset my location. So this one, are these connected properly? I don't think they are. Oh, they are. So this one, this is button 2. I need to get that block out of my way. It's this. This button also hits this. Nope, my mistake. This one hits this. I've hit the wrong button and I've screwed myself over. Please select that. Okay, I don't want that one. Okay, so this button hits this one. Nothing over here. This button hits that one as well. Or this one, nothing over here. The reason for this is these have to go in opposite directions of each other, so I need 2 separate activators to switch them. Now, this is... what direction is this facing? So this is open doors. This one is closed doors. So open doors requires these to be facing the way they are currently facing. This is the open setting. So that means this one goes like that. Okay, so this one is hooked up to this rail. No, this rail. And it needs to be the way it is right now, because that is the open setting. This one connects to this rail, and it needs to also be the open setting, so face that way. Okay, so... oh god. I've got this button selected. I need to detach. I need to actually stop these from even having these selected. Yeah, turn that off. Okay. Now, let's unset my symmetry here, actually. Alright, so we're going to do a test run of this later, but basically what we've got is these different rails facing where we need. No, closed doors. This is where it gets more complex. Are these hooked up? I look like I've hooked up that one, but I don't think I've hooked up this one. This one connects there. Actually, you know what? No, we'll do it the same way as the others. So that one connects there. This one connect here. These are closed. So I need the rails for this one to be facing... oh, one thing I need to note though. This one does not control these. Because for these to go in, it has to go like that and then turn there. So, oh god, this is confusing. Did not mean to hit that. What did that do? Nothing, right? Yeah, because they haven't changed. This one goes like so. I'll just put that there. This one needs to actually connect. So this is closed, right? So they would pull them in. Needs to connect to that one as well. And this one needs to connect to that one as well. Now in closed setting, it goes like that. So this button does that, and that button does that. Alright, let's find out how this works. Open doors, closed doors, close the doors. Let's look at this. That sets those to the close setting, which would put it forward and in. Open doors sets to open setting, which pushes out and out. Okay. Out and back, that is. That should work, I think. But, oh, wait, I just realized something. Did I screw up? Because if this is here, this is only going to go back 2 blocks. I need to make a third one. That means I need to hook it up to all the rails. Shoot. Okay, well. That shouldn't be too complex to fix, right? I just need to hook up button to this one as well, and that one as well, and then this button to these also. Alright, now close doors. Alright, so close the doors. Yep, back in, back in. Shut that off, and that should leave it the same, right? Yeah, open doors. Pushed all the way up. Okay. I think we've got it figured out. Need to be able to dock these things, obviously, but that comes after. Alright, that should be all the logic I need, so I'm going to leave this one here because that was an hour of building this ship. And I think it turned out quite well. I just need to add the doors later. I've got all my logic figured out. Why don't we, before I actually completely hop out here, let's take it for a test run, which means I have to actually get down to the shipyard, which has no entrance. I have to go through the station because I don't have a transporter on that small ship because it's meant to dock, and then I can use the transporter in the hangar. So we're going to shipyard. I want to see if this thing flies well. So all the way over there, of course, because I did that like that, I guess. Let's test it. This takes me to the test sector, at which point I can get in the actual ship itself and try it. I don't remember how to leave the test sector, to be honest with you. Oh, great. Cannot build in test sector, meaning this ship core is just here permanently. Also, there's a black hole over there. Am I in the sector with a black hole? Or is that just far away? It's kind of scary. Anyways. So that ship core is getting left in the dust. So it is very quick. Shields are charging. It's got tiny bits of power problems, really. That's it. It's quite quick. Oh, it's very fast, yeah. Let's check the jump drive. I mean, it charges like normal, I suppose. Alright. Oh, I just hit escape. Exit test sector. Oh, you can't bring the ship. Oh, I have to actually get out of the ship. Okay. Alright. Well, that seems decent. You know what? Instead of going all the way through, I'm just gonna break my break in and put the glass back because that's a pain. So just load this. Boom. Okay. Very awesome. Anyways, I'm gonna leave this here. It's been a while, so thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.